This is a story that's been covered by a lot of different people, and it really blew up and even happened a couple months ago. But, I wasn't making content at that time, so I'm going to talk about it now. Hey, everyone. My name's Christian Verstappen, and I have a lot to say about many things. I want to preface this by using some terminology that I'm going to be using throughout the rest of this discussion as we go over what we're going over. You know C-3PO from Star Wars. The little golden robot guy. Well, we are going to be talking about people who are P3DOs. And I'm sure you can understand what that means. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you. But specifically, the double standard when women, especially attractive ones, are P3DOs. This article by the New York Post really caught fire largely because of how it's titled, as well as the images used. Look at this. Glamorous heiress, 45, charged with having sex with 14-year-old boy 4 times in one day. Key word here. Having sex. 14-year-old boy. They weren't having sex. This was assault. You know the word I'm thinking that I want to say. This was assault. It was sexual, but it was assault. But, as always, we have to get the obvious out of the way. She's a conventionally attractive woman. Yes. Yes, she is. Why is that important? Because the people... Oh, great, we have... well, probably because I follow Shu. But because we have the people responding like this. That 14-year-old boy wasn't... You can read that word. He was having the time of his life. Yes, this girl gets it. The word is... You can read that word. Soon enough, I'll be able to actually say these words, by the way. I know for a while you can't say stuff with YouTube's little automated stuff, but anyway. We'll reach the threshold where I can just freely talk about all this stuff. Yeah, right. Yeah. So people are calling it out, but you also have people like this guy. That 14-year-old probably enjoyed it. Damn, lucky kid. Yeah, charged with making a boy's dream come true. Yeah, exactly. Now, I want to be perfectly clear about this. If this was with consensual adults, this would be great. This would be amazing. But this is not with consensual adults. This is with an adult and a 14-year-old child. To be clear, not even, like they're 17 and they're almost 18 and there's some like gross gray justification some people might try to... No, he is 14. He is 14 years old. And this was multiple times in one day. Now, again, if it was consensual adults, it'd be great. I love that. I'd love to have that with my partner, for example, right? But these are not consensual adults. This is a child. And this is somebody who is taking advantage of their position and power in order to harm a child. But because she's a woman, and more specifically, she is an attractive woman, she gets a pass. So why is it that women, especially attractive ones, can do heinous things I was 14 once, so I'm like all the benefits plus 40 years of additional experience. Can I still? Yeah, fuck you, dude. Why is it that women can do heinous things like this, get away with it, not get? Well, I mean, she was arrested, she was charged. But why can things like this happen to women who are conventionally attractive, who are good-looking women? But obviously, if the shoe was on the other foot, rightfully, everybody would be in an uproar, even conservatives. Why is it that the same people who are screaming about the trans and gay agenda and teachers or kids being indoctrinated by their teachers are the same kind of people who will say 4 times who exactly was harmed? I'll tell you why. The same reason a lot of people want to believe that women can do nothing wrong. Everybody wants to fuck them. I'm sorry. The reason attractive women get a free pass, the reason they get away with shitty behavior, is because of people who are rightfully referred to as simps. And these people actually are simps. Because they're absolutely suckers, and they're absolutely idolizing this mediocre pussy. There are way better women out there that they could be attracted to, that they could possibly even be with. But because of things like pretty privilege, which, yes, is a real thing, as well as the patriarchy and sexism in general, people give these women a pass. She's attractive. They would want to be in that boy's position. So therefore, she didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, she absolutely did. I can say it now. She raped him. She's a pedophile. But because she's an attractive young woman, she's not like an old hag. She's 45. Because she's an attractive woman, she gets away with it. Not legally, but socially. The double standard that people have for women, really in general, but especially when it comes to women who commit sexual assault, is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And anybody who thinks that positions to the contrary, such as that really women should be treated equally because they're human beings, which means, look, I believe human beings in general are capable of a massive amount of good or a massive amount of evil, or both. But I believe it's up to people's individual choices and who they are that decides which path, as it were, they take. You can be an extremely attractive person and not be a shitty person. It's very possible. It happens all the time. But you should not give people a pass because they are pretty. Just like there's a meme about this too, but it is very true. The reason things like these articles happen with these kind of titles and these kind of pictures used are the same reason why, let me find it here, the same reason that people will give pretty women a pass on this is the same reason stuff like this happens. ABC News, a deadly double life. While appearing as a family man, Chris Watts wrote love letters to another woman before murdering wife and daughters. Look at this image that was used. I know this is iFunny, but the part that was from iFunny is the entire tweet thing itself, not just, you know. Who was that kid? Now, luckily, this website, Your Tango, actually talked about this. Media was slammed as racist for using innocent photo of suspected Michigan school shooter praying. Again, this same kind of stuff, all it does is it reinforces current roles. I don't care about this. All it does is reinforce current roles. Hot women can do no wrong. White people can do no wrong. And that's pretty much it. Hot women in general and white people can do no wrong. I mean, look at this. Okay. So we do have, okay, Professor Flowers even talked about this on Twitter. Okay, I guess we're going to Twitter. To justify the murder of Trayvon Martin, the media found a picture of the black 17-year-old smoking. The picture used for Ethan Crumbley, a white 15-year-old who shot and killed 4 people and wounded 7 others, is a younger picture of him praying, America's racist. Yeah, no, 100%. This is the kind of shit that happens. You get a sob story for Ethan because he's one of the, classes in power. Again, white people, and I am a white person. I'm a cishet white dude. White people and hot women can't do any wrong. And it's really gross. Children are another big one. People are human beings. Everybody is their own individual human being. People talk about, not humanizing and wanting equality for women and stuff like that. Part of equality is actual equality, including accountability. You cannot just give privilege and then also extend the aspects of the patriarchy that actually benefit, especially pretty women. It makes sense why these things happen. It does. Like I said, hot women, other people want to fuck them. They think, hey, that person was lucky because they would have done it. Or now they would have done it at least. And I get it. Being as I am now 25, that, teacher came up to me, didn't know who she was attractive, wanted to hook up, of course. But I'm a 25-year-old adult, not a 14-year-old boy. People have prejudices and different standards that they hold other people to that they won't hold others to. And it just isn't right. You want to try to be morally consistent. And don't justify bullshit like this. Hold everybody to the same level of accountability. Don't give people a pass just because they're a pretty woman or because they're white or because they're anything or they're a kid. Judge people based on their actions, not, who they are ultimately is their actions, but you know what I mean. And to people that have gone through experiences like this themselves, where they've been taken advantage of in a situation like this, if you have people around you that are telling you, like, oh, you should be happy about that, you should be proud, because there are absolutely people like that who would be like, oh, you know what that kid did? He probably high-fived all his friends and told them how he banged the hot teacher. Those of you that have gone through experiences like this, my deepest condolences, truthfully. I hope that you are able to recover and learn to love in general, and that these kind of instances do not turn you off of potential romantic and or sexual partners altogether. But these are traumatic experiences where you were taken advantage of, and they're not good. And people shouldn't be given a pass just because other people wish it would happen to them. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it's really gross. So just keep in mind that people are people. People are capable of fallibility, no matter what their protective class is, no matter if they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, male, female, non binary, gay, straight, bi, pan, anything. Don't afford people an extra level of accountability because you're attracted to them or anything else. Like, I'm sorry, an extra level of charitability because you find them attractive or anything like that. Attractive people can do really horrible things. Pretty privilege is absolutely a thing. But, you know, it is what it is. As always, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Follow me on social media for more. Subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date. Leave a like if you like. And if not, I hope you find something to do like. Take care of each other out there, guys. Peace and love.